Hello, my name is Andrew Rod,
I'm Brianna Finch.
and we are Epsilon Alpha of Portland State University. Today we'll be introducing our Business Analytics Club for the innovation topic. So what started the creation and the foundation of our club was our initial research and findings on the needs of the modern business world. And from that, we found out there was a dire reliance on data communication skills, meaning there was a high and growing demand of careers related to data and business communications. And from that, we concluded that there needed to be an overall emphasis on data and business analytics. We wanted to create our club based on these three core values, the first being a safe place by students, for students, which will lack intimidation and promote creativity. The second, we wanted to be free, accessible, and relevant to not just all levels of expertise, but to all majors. Yes, we are Beta Alpha Psi, and we are an accounting, finance, and informational technology-based organization, but data analytics applies to all career fields. And lastly, we wanted no academic pressure to finish work. Yes, we want our participants to progress and eventually come to a completion to their cases, but the last thing we want on their hands is another time constraint. The club layout. So the club consists of an hour with the first 10 minutes dedicated to voluntary presentations. This will consist of participants talking about what they've done in the case, their progress on it, their completion, how they feel, anything they learned. We want to mainly use it as a source of feedback for us in the club, and we also wanted to use it to motivate other participants and apply new strategies that they learned through it. And in substitution of that, we'll have guest speakers. This will consist of experts, faculty, professors, and professionals in the data analytics career field. Lastly, the last 50 minutes will consist of actually working through the cases and labs. Participants are encouraged to ask questions and seek guidance on anything they're stuck on. Maybe there's a concept that they need to have more emphasis on. We want them to work with us and with each other. We want them to network and socialize. We don't want to create this place to have people have their heads down and work on things on their own. We want them to work with one another and create those friendships and professional connections. Compacted here, we have the lifespan of our club into 3 different phases, the first being the planning phase, then the trial phase, and then the expansion phase. And you can simply think of this as the past, what we've done, the present, what we're doing right now, and the future, what we will be doing and what we want to uphold.
After we discovered the need and we had an idea of what we wanted to create, we needed to talk to faculty in order to gain their approval and their support. One tool that was provided to us by the Dean of Undergrad Studies is this job scanner. And what it did was scrape job postings nationwide and find out what employers were looking for in skills. We then cross-referenced that by major and ranked them. As you can see, Excel is the #1 skill for almost every major, so that is where we decided to base our club. The next step was building the repository and the website. The website is where most of our seed money went. And the labs that are in the Google Drive were provided to us by an information technology professor here on campus, and that drive can be found in the website. Here we have an example of what those labs will look like. For each skill, there will be a Word document with detailed instructions and an Excel file that the members can download and work off of. Also in this repository are just sandboxes of data sets that students can play around with. Once we had our resources up and running, we held our first trial meeting on February 13th on Thursday, which is the same day and time that we will hold our normal meetings. One really cool thing that happened at this meeting was that the Dean of the School of Business came and just encouraged all the participants. There were 25 attendees, and at the end of the event, we encouraged them to fill out a survey that was on the website. And as you can see from these quotes, people are just as excited as we are. Also from these surveys, we found areas that we needed to adapt. As we are a BAC club, we were expecting to have a lot of accounting students, but we were pleasantly surprised by the variety of majors that we had. And then in turn, that caused them to be excited about different software, such as data visualization. And looking towards the future, we want to create something that will last for years to come. We want to continue to expand both the repository and the softwares, and we want to continue to adapt and survey our attendees throughout the lifespan of the club, while also holding our 3 core values.
And those 3 core values are shown here once more. As we wanted to create a safe place run by the students, for the students. We wanted to be free and accessible to everybody. and we don't want any academic pressure on anybody's hands. These core values are important to us, are important to the club, and its structure is the main force and drive behind the foundation of it. And that same foundation can be applied to other chapters. First is to indicate whether there is a dire need to emphasize data analytics at that chapter or at that educational facility. And along with that, a team of passionate members who not only share enthusiasm of data analytics, but are willing to put in the work to create a successful club. Thank you.